I already told you I ain't paying for any stinking advertisement. I know I'm the admin of the server, but we promised to chip in together, and now you guys are trying to foist it all off on me like I'm a dirty old housewife.
Oh, wow, that
Also,
escalated.
someone's at the door.
Anyway, welcome to the next FIFA part. Last time we crossed Canada's souls, and here we are. Oh,
So, back to that soap opera.
You're just one step away from a restraining order.
I mean, it's kind of awkward seeing as how he's his manager.
That too. Damn.
Still, though,
yeah.
it's weird.
If you want to be out of your life again.
Aw, by the
Oh,
campfire.
here we are. Here we are. Wait,
What?
dying?
Dying? Wait, what?
Who's dying?
I'm
His
sorry, did we
other-
miss something?
His I think he's on about his mistress.
Oh, let me guess. Well, maybe she wasn't his mistress. I'm guessing that he had Alex's sister after he divorced with his mother.
Couldn't remember. Stupid. Up half the night ramming over a handbrake. Hoping you couldn't hear us upstairs. Alex, we tried to make it work. But it was
Also, this music sounds a lot like Majula's theme from Dark Souls 2. What the fuck?
after South passed, they wanted to put
Alex, seek lest.
So I made a choice. Been bringing her up ever since.
So, let me get this straight. It was Alex's mother's decision to kind of keep this all from him all the way through?
Look at me.
Well, yeah.
Dang.
The cutscene.
Huh.
It's gone by when I
Here they've been suggesting the father is the pawn here, but it seems like the mother has some issues.
you had Jim.
I mean, not that this excuses the father not telling him, but
Jim,
dang.
don't call him Jim. He's your dad.
Will he ever be able to look up to him as a father? We'll only be able to find out as the story progresses.
But for now, training day.
Yeah! Trading!
No, not the David Ayer film, by the way. So let's see what song we got on today. If there is a song.
Mm-hmm.
No intro, no.
Oh, no, there
there's
is a song.
Oh, I know this one.
Sonic
Um,
City, Stardust Speedway.
No, it's Wacky Workbench
Nope,
US.
Yeah.
Bad
Wacky Workbench.
Future.
I
Wacky
know-
Workbench US Bad Future.
I know Stardust Speedway at the back of my hand. This is neither the USA version nor the Japanese version.
No. It's like I said. It's
No, you're right.
Stardust Speed. Sorry, the fuck, I'm doing it now. It's Wacky Workbench US Bad Future.
Yep.
I chose it because it reminded me of a professional wrestler song from the 1980s.
I always find it cool how you like the USA version better than the European version, Dwibs.
I also do.
Yeah, I
You know,
can't
it's
blame
interest-
you.
It's interesting because Sonic CD I prefer US, Shinobi X I prefer Europe. So, well, they are.
Huh. When it comes to me, there are certain tracks I like better on the US
Oh.
version and some tracks I like better on the European/Japanese
What?
So,
version.
guys, here we are. The final match. It's the Los Angeles Galaxy against the New York Red Bulls.
After
Oh,
this,
boy.
everything will change for Alex's life. He'll have won the finals, he'll have started from the bottom, but now he'll come here to the top.
Also, since this is a special match, there is no editing.
Okay.
So we've got half an hour to talk about whatever.
Wait, the match lasts a half an hour?
Well, there may be cutscenes afterwards.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Listen to me.
more like 20 minutes, Joe.
Before you step onto
Okay.
that pitch, ask yourselves, how many more chances have you
Man,
got?
I'm gonna miss this guy if this
How
is the
many
last...
more chances have I
Becomes a
got
game
left?
you
You
used
said
to
that as
play.
though you're gonna kill us afterwards if we lose.
Man, I'm gonna miss
This
this
is one
guy
of the
if
more-
we have
This
to
is
end
one of
after
the
the
more
finals.
unpleasable coaches I have ever seen.
I wouldn't
Does
say...
this guy is ever happy in his
I
life?
wouldn't say he's unpleasable, it's just his way of giving a pep talk.
All that matters is what you achieve out on that pitch, alongside your brothers.
See? He's firm but fair.
Every day.
I mean, he said earlier that he had some regrets
Don't need
playing career.
Yeah, I can see what he means. You know, like, well, if there's one thing you don't want, it's for somebody to repeat your regrets here and there.
Imagine they're your last. This is your last cup final. Your first cup final. Your only cup.
What, is the
There
club going
is
out
no
of business?
tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
What, is the club going out of business after this match?
Oh God!
What the hell?
Imagine that. Wouldn't that be Alex's luck? Finally gets a new league, but oh, that league's about to close out. But I get what he means, though. It's a good mentality to have to treat everything like it's your last chance because, well, for all you know, in all intents and purposes, you could. Oh, you're going up against the Red Bulls.
Yeah, I said New York Red Bulls. There's another club as well in New York called New York City FC. But as I can see from the results, they didn't even get to the knockout phase. So, yeah.
Okay then. I wonder, is who you face in these games ever, you know, random regarding those results, or is it always scripted who you'll face?
We win.
I think it is a random. I think it's random a little bit.
Spoken like a pro. Just don't be forgetting to have fun out there. Like Gonzalez said.
Yes,
you never know
it's
when
our
it's gonna
final,
be your
but
last.
remember, have fun. I mean, I'm not against that
No
mentality.
pressure.
I'm not against that mentality, but dudes, when it's the final, there's kind of a lot of pressure to be had, just saying. To the point where, you know, saying just have fun is more a hindrance than anything.
For the MLS Cup final, and we'll be bringing you all the action uninterrupted.
Thank you, you ever so American-sounding folk.
I need a little bit of home, Joe.
I guess, but it's so jarring. You know, it's kind of a shame that they couldn't just, you know, bring audio over from other, region versions for, like, you know, stuff like this.
He will be an important player. It's a great coup to get him on European deadline day, and he's not disappointed.
And off we go.
All right.
Let's see how many I beat them by today. I mean, let's see if we win the match.
Interesting uniform for the opposing team.
Main striker, one probably just
Yeah,
off
they
it.
look like
Goalkeeper comes out with a punch.
they look like
Minions,
the
though.
They look like Lions Club employees here in England.
Promising there in that one.
What's Lions
Maybe.
Club?
It's an organisation that funds a lot of things here
Oh.
in Britain, and in some cases in different countries around the world.
Anyway, since now there is a bit of time, basically, Dwibs, to be extremely quick, the war that I was mentioning before, the football war, they're derived from the Banana Republic, is a very small war that happened around the 70s, I think, the end of the 60s, beginning of 70s, between the states of El Salvador and Honduras, of more 1969. Basically, there were several problems of immigration and tension between the states, and unfortunately, the two states had to compete football-wise for the 1970 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, which in turn created increasing tensions. A more extremist, supporter also either, I think, committed suicide as a result because of the defeat of her team. And one nation ended up declaring war on the other, which lasted I think a couple of days, 3 or 4 days tops, and then the hostility ceased with none of them coming out on top. Basically, everyone was damaged by this.
All over a sport.
And the winner never even managed to get to a decent position in the actual World Cup.
Wow.
You'd be surprised how far football fans will go, Jova.
See, this is why America knows
Yes,
to
again,
not
you
get
also
that
have to
much
remember
into it.
that you also have to remember that at the end of the 60s, it was sort of, I think, the more hot period of the Cold War. So the entire world in general was in a more, stressful state. Meanwhile, Dwibs is already starting to make mincemeat out of the team.
What a shot.
I guess the New York Red Bulls didn't drink enough of it today.
They would 5 they did, Dwibs. It's scientifically proven.
So it would be galactic football.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that cartoon. It was interesting.
I actually haven't.
What is that, like one of those series of
It's-
Inazuma 11?
I think it was a French cartoon.
It was a French cartoon, but for English they got a bunch of Irish actors to do it.
Of course.
Of course. What?
It's football with space physics
Of course.
and superpowers.
Oh, let me
Yeah,
guess.
special
It's
powers.
It's one of those 90s style cartoons that says that in the future we have these weird, cool new sports that have taken
Yes,
over.
except I think it was from like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
More of a throwback then. Okay.
Yeah.
It's similar to what Disney tried to do with the Mighty Ducks with space hockey.
Oh yeah, remember when Disney tried to make ducks cool?
Ducks rock! They got Tim Curry for that.
Trying to pick out someone in the centre.
Jesus Christ, Dwibs.
Well, if you look back through the
Well,
archives, you'll see
well,
that
don't
this
ask
player
me,
has
that's
scored
the
quite a
opposition.
few from these kind of
Their
distances.
dignity's in shambles, Dwibs.
Well, that's their own bloody fault, isn't it?
Damn.
I wonder how Disney feels about how well Goose are being received recently.
But how you gonna turn that into a
I have to say, it's
catchphrase?
so one-sided
Goose.
today, but all credit to the team.
The goose is on the loose, Dwibs.
Would you be surprised if Disney brokers the deal to make a movie based off of that?
Nah,
I got one. Geese Reed. No, that's no.
No.
You were saying,
Java,
Joe.
sorry, Java. The movie based on quirky animals like chimps or dogs craze have been sort of passé. It's been passed out now. You get some weird or rare cases like Show Dogs, I think it was called, that movie of last year or something. But that's literally it. You
Who
don't
else
get any
remembers
more stuff like
Space?
Airbuds.
Who else remembers Space Chimps?
Yeah.
How about Airbuds? And it is like gajillion sequels.
You know, the first Airbud was a very heartwarming, feel-good family picture.
So let's milk the shit out of it, like it's
Yeah.
Land Before Time.
Not only that, but it went for a completely different tone. Like, at least Land Before Time went for a similar tone, but with Airbud, it went from being, you know, a feel-good family film to being
It's called Jumping the
comedies.
Shark, Jova.
Also, it made it that the dog was able to talk. Well, okay, to be fair, he only spoke to his kids, I think they are. But yeah, well, that's another thing. Why do they call them buddies when they're family? Like, I guess
Because it's more marketable.
Oh, wait, don't you get it?
Buddy
Because
sounds
the first...
cooler.
It's because the first one was called Airbud, so since it's based off of
Exactly.
puppies, let's call
it has
it
to
buddies.
remain marketable, Jova.
Like, are the characters in the original even involved in the sequel? Oh, I mean,
I
aside
don't
from
think so.
supposedly the dog.
Very rarely unless it's a purposefully made, B tier franchise. For example, the sequels of the Anaconda movie. Unless it's like that, built on purpose, actors or voice actors will not come back properly. Like, it kind of shown in the Alpha and Omega movies you guys did. After the first movie, the original voice actors for, the two main characters, I don't think they came back.
Oh no, they left.
Yeah.
What is it with whenever Disney revives something, you always lose like one or two cast members?
More often
Well,
than not, that's because they're
that
dead.
depends on contracts, types, and everything, James. But keep in mind that Disney tries, at the very least, to keep consistency. So if they don't succeed, at least they tried on that.
Yeah, it's like when for some reason when they revived Doug, they couldn't get Billy West back
That's
because he was too expensive.
Wait. They couldn't get Billy Bass back. They couldn't get him back for what now?
He voices the role of, I think, the bully character.
He voices
in
Doug and Roger in Doug.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Nickelodeon version. When it went to Disney, they couldn't get him back, so they got some other people.
Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't get him back to voice Nash and Crash Team Racing Nitro Field either.
Who voices him there?
I'm gonna
Dwight
check on
Schultz.
IMDb. Oh, Dwight Schultz.
Yep.
It's,
We're having a similar problem recently because again, Brio is not voiced anymore by Maurice LaMarche.
He's now voiced by Tom Kenny.
Which I mean, I like Tom Kenny, but
Maurice
when
LaMarche was
when his voice
Brio.
doesn't fit at all, it kind of shows.
It's not so much that his voice doesn't fit, it's just that he's replacing Maurice flicking LaMarche, who was kind of everyone's favorite Brio.
Speaking of CTR Nitro Fuel's voice actors, I gotta say they had perfect casting for Pinstripe.
Of
He's
course.
voiced by an actor who's used to voicing an absolute rat.
Yep, that's right. It's hard to tell the difference
Who is it,
between...
Dwibs?
It's hard to tell the difference between Pinstripe and Akechi from Persona 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Activision basically, I think I got it. When they do the Crash and Spyro games now, getting the likes of Tom Kenny and Jess Harnell to do and the other more long running actors for Crash and Spyro to come back, they must cost so much. They have to go to the usual anime dubbing voice pool for the other characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alora is voiced by Asahina from Danganronpa, and who also voices
Jesus Christ with the legs.
from Persona 5.
Cassandra Lee.
Yeah.
See, even Men is telling you off now, Dwibs. Stop doing the thing.
Look at that, Dwibs. Seriously, come on.
They should know about.
And a
there's
yellow
another yellow
card.
for you.
There are rules to follow, you know.
So actually, here's a game-related question, Dwibs, because I'm curious. Is there a possibility that in the cutscene where the character receives a yellow card, there is a chance that it plays out in a sense that it gets to the point that the player gets too pissed off, and as a result, the referee gets pissed off more and gives it a red immediately?
No.
Ah. I guess it would have been too unfair.
Yeah. Plus, wait, that's an interesting celebration.
The freeze frame.
Yeah. Hey guys, everybody do the statue. There you are.
So how much you're destroying now? The team.
And looks like being this lad's day. Wonderful strike.
Off comes Sardes.
Zardes.
Santos. Oh yeah.
7-0. Alexander did 4 of the goals. Jesus.
Oh yeah, guys, because that style of play worked out so well.
Can you leave? You don't even leave. Why are we even keeping going? I mean, in terms of why is the team, the opponent's team, still keep going? There should be like a point where they just, say, yeah, you score too much against us, we give up.
Because that wouldn't be the honor-bound way.
You must see the game through to the end.
Just like how Brazil saw that match against Germany in that World Cup final to the end. To the chagrin of everyone who lives in Brazil.
You managed to not make a French joke. Okay,
it's too easy.
Seriously, stop being violent. Oh, it's another substitution.
Guess he wanted to substitute Jones out so that Jones doesn't get a red card with the repeated yellow card.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It's like, Jones, what the heck happened out there? I don't know, boss. I felt this weird, malevolent British presence forced me to get that penalty.
I have this compulsion. When I see a kneecap, I need the few to bust it.
A kneecap was what killed my father.
What? Was your father going up against Chun-Li or something? In which case, yeah, a kneecap would kill him.
Yes, he didn't even do anything. Chun-Li just beat the shit out of him for no reason.
Maybe he was working for Shadowloo and you just didn't know it back then.
Who the fuck's
Dwibs,
Shackleblock?
why are you doing this again?
Goalkeeper, what's he doing here?
Yeah, even the comment is like, what the stop? What the fuck are you doing?
He's going Maverick.
Well,
Not a
well,
hurried maneuver, but slightly risky. Trying to keep the ball here.
Oops, now you left your door unchecked.
no, no, no!
Serves you right.
This is all your fault, Dwibs.
This is what
Whatever.
happens when you get too cocky.
Whatever. They have to do this like 8 more times.
What the hell is that guy doing?
At least in this attack, he couldn't
Wow.
Seriously.
Even if you're gonna win the Dwibs, there is no way
There's
the
a
fans
stigma
would
onto you.
ever let that one go in real life, and you know it.
Then those fans are as fickle as Swansea's.
It's too far.
Wait, you're surprised that sports fans are fickle?
People take positives from games.
Also, not for nothing.
Yes.
Also, not for nothing. That doesn't mean that they'll hate you, but they'll tease you about it. It's different over here. We just tease, whereas over in Britain.
Trevor, have you seen football fans around here?
Oh, I've gotten a good example of it from you guys, and yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Over in America, usually we just tease about it, but we don't act like they're failures. Apparently over in Europe, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and quite rightly, they're celebrating that.
Well, football matters a lot to us around here. I mean, even more so than it does to America.
Nice. Well, yeah.
You know, considering all the mass shootings in America that are going on around these months and years, I'm surprised none of them happened at a sport event. I was genuinely expecting one to happen, but no.
You know, that's
not
a good
yet, at
point.
least.
Too much security.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Although that didn't stop in my country some events, like I mentioned already, I think in season 1 or this one, but someone at some point managed to snack in a €2 coin, which, if you don't know how euros look like, it's the biggest of the money type of euros, and tossed it right square in the front of the referee, which was ball, by the way. It started bleeding copiously. The guy survived, don't worry, he didn't die or anything. But it was still I think we need to stitch him up.
I guess
For a fucking coin.
I guess they were expecting guns rather than currency to be deadly like that.
I guess the tosser was Bullseye from the 2003 Daredevil movie or something.
Like around here, a
Yeah.
lot of the violence associated with football happens outside the arena.
Hey, Noti, if you're a Bullseye fan, you probably would like Daredevil Season 3.
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
Very good.
There you go.
A very big improvement over
And there we
Daredevil
are.
Season 2.
In a surprising turn of events, LA Galaxy have won.
They've been pushed all the way.
Nobody could have seen this coming.
Never see it.
You never see it coming.
What the gesture was that? It's
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop.
I put my hands in front of my face. That's it.
That's the sense.
I mean, at least Elise is, hand clasping at the slight bit of sense, like he showed concerns and stuff like that. This guy literally just has his hand in front of his face.
Because.
Of course, it's Alex holding the cup.
Well, he scored the most goals, so.
Oh, it's not him holding it, it's the other guy. It's the guy who got the yellow card.
Well, he's the captain.
Yay!
We are the champion. Champion.
No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Sorry, Jova, Crazy Frog remix or no, busted.
Of America.
Oh, do you like that remix?
No.
No one likes that.
It's an insult to Freddie Mercury's memory.
Well, blame the country that Yeah, blame the British company that
Yeah,
made
I'm
that.
pretty sure we came up with Crazy Frog for some
You know,
reason.
Why?
I guess one big
I don't know.
advantage. I guess one big advantage of the internet and smartphones, for once, one positive we could bring, is that when we don't have those stupid ads about those stupid ringtones that they sell you for like a lot and they're used for scamming people. At least we don't have that anymore.
Just read the intentions.
Don't always lunge into attack. See, Dwibs, the game is telling you to not sweep the legs of your opponents.
The game is just like, what the fuck, man?
Seriously, dude.
I won. Who cares?
Well,
Seriously,
Dwibs,
Dwibs,
if
you
you
need to
keep
stop
up with that
thinking like
methodology,
people.
you may get the entire team fired, in which case they won't have a team to win.
Coke and beaches for everyone.
You want to get sent back to Swansea, Dwibs?
Well, they won't have me back, so.
Exactly, do you want to get sent back there?
Oh god,
No,
the coach actually smiled.
Now I'll go Cardiff instead. See how they like it then.
We've earned it.
We've earned it.
That's
That was like
that's
from
like-
0 to 10.
I mean, that's like the biggest insult you could do. Go to Cardiff and then tell everyone how shitty Swansea are.
So now what?
I mean, now that the finals are over, what's to do now?
The soap opera stuff.
Keep
Oh,
going.
no.
We just go on to another club.
Another
What about
club?
business?
But we've gotten to know this club so well.
So does that mean that Alex will finally join an Italian team?
I think we got a choice of what club to join next.
Alex is getting around a little bit, isn't he?
Well, Shirei, maybe destroying every single opposing team kind of leaves a mark.
Yeah, sweet too. You too.
So, because the American season is over, he can just go to another season?
Well, yeah,
Yes?
You wanted to see me, coach?
you're fired.
Have a
You're
seat.
fired. I got that with you. So.
What?
You've had a
But
wonderful
I won
season,
the
Alex.
game for you.
The impact you've made since coming here. I don't think I've ever seen a player as young as you make such a difference to a team.
I know, right?
Well, I can't take all the credit. There were 10 other
Ah,
guys out there.
surprisingly humble of you.
Humility is a virtue. I only wish I had
Alex
11
wants to
Alex
prove
Hunters
he's
on
a
the team.
better man.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh,
Weird
that's it.
cut.
Yeah, sometimes these scenes don't even fade out or anything. It's just a hard cut.
Yeah.
So now what?
Again, it's time for us to move on.
Okay, then.
But first, let's check how we've done in
Go to
training.
every practice. Yeah, you're kind of slacking off with the objectives.
Yeah, whoops. Check our... did you hear about the Champions Cup? Bayern did not make it out of the group stage.
Can't
that a
believe
bad
I
thing?
Can't
made
believe
it.
we're out of the Champions Cup again. Well, Gareth, that's what you deserve, you prat.
Huh. Alex Hunter carries the LA Galaxy to victory.
You know, Mr. Douche Nozzles of beer. Oh, hold on, I'll say it after the cutscene.
Well, I'll get those in the car then.
Cheers.
Shouldn't this be in a museum or something?
Huh. Wow, he seems on better speaking terms now. I guess that one talk really did
Also,
a
pay
good
some
number.
respect.
Our granddad scored his 100th goal with this.
Aww. So now Alex's relationship with his father and sister are that better.
Yes.
Also
By the way,
taxation.
at the beginning of the next game, we actually get to play that match.
Oh, he has a flashback?
Yeah,
Wait, so
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, so the story just continues.
and in another nice bit of fan service for fans of FIFA games, they
It's
got John.
it's polygon in that style of the old FIFA games.
No, but what we let me finish.
Go on, sorry.
They got John Motson back from the early FIFA games to do commentary of that one.
I
Huh.
guess he was retired around
Yeah,
this time.
at that point he'd retired from the BBC, so he
They brought him back just for the case,
12 yards?
for
Yeah.
more authenticity. That's
Yeah,
nice.
EA brought him back for that one bit.
I must say,
Jesus Christ, that face.
I'm actually rather intrigued. Like, okay, a FIFA story mode with multiple different playable characters, and I don't just mean the different team members, but you get to play as Alex's sister, and now you get to play a flashback match too.
Yeah, although how I'm possibly
the
going to
game-
record all of that, I don't know.
Considering the gameplay style of Jova is simple enough, you
Yeah.
can easily apply. The most challenge is just to make the cutscenes.
I guess the thing is, like, well, it's such a step up from the first game.
Oi, Alex Hunter, when you get you back to Blight? Oh, well, we are back in Swansea. Shit.
So,
Oh.
what do we do now? Cutscene!
Yep, with all the Swansea logos.
Let me guess, Swansea's not doing that
Why are
hot.
they taking his measurements?
Well, look who's back from La La Land.
Ah.
See if I've got this straight. You come back to Blighty for the holiday
Alex Hunter
season.
as Ryan
Here you are
Gosling.
spending New Year sitting at your mum's watching football on the telly. Alex Hunter,
Yes.
party beast.
Oh, mate, still got a mouth on you, I see.
Punches straight in the gabber.
Shiri, are there a lot of semi-detached terrace houses
See
in
me every
Swansea?
day.
Yeah.
Modest as ever, huh?
Well, they are then. It's accurate.
Look, Danny. I'm
A
sorry.
weird comment, though, anyway.
I sort of fell out of touch a bit.
Nah, we're mates.
Interesting choice of words of being that, in a sense of, don't forget about it.
Alright, what's going
So
on
you
then?
gonna tell me what's going on?
Well, lads are winning, that's what.
Shouldn't you be with him, though?
Uh-oh.
Well, seems the gaffer doesn't think I'm as good as the guy they brought me in to replace.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know, mate. Ever since the move, it's like I've been in my own head too much. Like everyone's watching me, waiting for me to be the next
What?
Alex Hunter. Maybe championship's where I belong.
Listen, mate.
Yeah, it's the Mozart syndrome, I see.
Just show them what you can do. Who needs Alex Hunter when they've got the Williams? Hmm?
Yeah!
I mean,
Yeah!
Yeah!
anything, hurt your feelings,
I appreciate it.
get you down. Yeah, you're welcome.
No more stealth mode, yeah?
All right. Well, let's go out. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh.
Backyard street soccer.
Kind of.
Huh. I'll admit.
So, what you're supposed to do?
We're just playing a little bit of one-on-one.
Friendly. Okay.
I'll
Alex
admit.
versus CPU.
It's an interesting touch, you know what I mean? Well, they build up the big final, but no, they just show life going on. Interesting subversion.
Well,
life does go on.
I was pretty sure, Trevor, that the final of the American Cup was not going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, I imagine such too. After all, the main place is apparently Britain in this.
Remember, Joe, it's similar to how in the first season you have that segment where you constantly win with, I forgot which team we were replaced after winning Swansea. The one with Dino. And after that, he came back to Swansea. I'm guessing this is the same approach.
Although, I gotta say, though, how he's gonna come back to Swansea after, that big fallout, that's gonna be quite the journey. Oh, God.
Well, this has been a laugh. Forgot about that. Football being fun.
Yeah, I forgot what fun is.
A lot of people over in Europe seem to forget fun when it comes to football for some
So we're
reason.
celebrating New Year's.
Yeah, remember the SpongeBob song? F is for fire that burns down the whole town.
Used for uranium bombs?
It is for no survivor.
Only one way
Why
to
you...
find out.
Wait a minute, I think we're going about this a little wrong.
Yeah,
A little?
it's a SpongeBob reference to you. Alright, so that's a little bit of a conflab there between the two.
So, I once again, what next?
Another cutscene, this time based off a key decision we made earlier.
Oh, did we inspire Danny to do something?
Oh, seriously, bruv. Bit early, innit?
Oh, I've been up since.
But this is not watching sports.
Some curtains up in that spare room. I had to block the light out with a towel. Oh, Jim, is that food ready? Jim! He's probably got the kitchen door closed, hasn't he? Hey, Jim!
Oi,
Jim!
bruv, seriously. Don't shout at my granddad like that. Show some respect.
Yeah, pay some respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, some sort of respect.
Wasting away here. I'm gonna see what the problem is. Hey, Jim!
Let me guess, he's dead.
Oh god.
No.
Wouldn't that just escalate things? And oh,
An incoming call.
From Dad.
I found another job for you,
Isn't
son.
it like the middle of the night in LA?
Sure is. Been up half the night talking with the galaxy. Seen some big guns in Europe have been sniffing around you.
Ooh.
Alright.
Like who?
Don't tell me.
So we get to choose actually between Atletico Madrid.
You
Get to choose between Atletico Madrid in Spain, PSG in France, and Bayern Munich in
No
Germany.
Italian team, shame.
Maybe they'll give an
Seriously.
Italian team
Not even
later.
Juventus, which is the super rich boys club.
And we get to choose.
So, what are the
So, what are
differences
you gonna
between
choose,
these big
Dwibs?
three, if I may ask? Like, I know the American teams well, but I don't know these
choose
guys.
Munich for Ancelotti, please, 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 please.
God, the suspense.
Damn it.
You
I'm
chose
going to
Paris.
see David Cage.
Well,
Oh, no.
Okay, Dwibs, you constantly badmouth France, yet you chose Paris?
I think that's the idea, Job, is destroying... That's the next country that Alex will destroy.
But
Yeah.
how's he gonna destroy them if he's a part of the
Spain's-
team?
Spain's already dominated by Barcelona and Real Madrid. Germany,
Di Maria, Cavani, come on.
Oh.
Obviously, if you're lucky.
Like, I couldn't think of any good German jokes, so I just chose France.
She's right, Alex. Opportunities like this don't come along every day.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Oh, he really does care for them.
And clean up your
It's
Don't
a,
lean in that close.
Yeah, your face is already poorly rendered. Come on.
I think it says something that Alex went from borderline hating his father to now having a decent relationship with him.
Danny?
We're using sports movie logic, Java, so that's also, it's...
Of course, they're learning
Where
to
did
love
Daddy
you.
go?
Actually, yeah, what happened? Where's Jim? Where's Danny?
Danny? Jim?
We
What? That's
warped
the end?
We warped into another dimension.
So,
Where,
okay, I guess Danny was just gone for a while. Okay, that is one iffy thing about this game. Some scenes kind of end a little too
Cut,
abruptly.
we just stopped.
So now we're going to Paris.
Yep,
Oh.
to Paris.
So, Tio, I noticed there was one team you were asking for specific. Why is that, if I may ask?
Because I know the coach is Carlo Ancelotti, an ex-Milan, player.
Wait, so an Italian is running a German team?
It's more common when you think, Jova, since Italians are, relatively top tier in playing. Some of them, when it gets to coaching, they get sent to other team. Another example, the last game. But another example would be Trapattoni, who led a German team a while back. Probably a while back. But Ancelotti, like here, it's another case, for example.
Interesting.
Alright, so join us next time when we travel to La France and join Paris Saint-Germain in the next part of FIFA 18.
Well then,
Yeah.
au revoir.
See ya.